You wake up, immediately feeling the weight of the world pressing down on you. Not because you're about to fight crime or solve world hunger, but because you know the day is going to require interacting with other humans. You lie in bed, contemplating how long you can stay there without someone noticing or deciding you're clinically unwell. Welcome to the life of an introvert, the ultimate survival game where the main objective is to avoid unnecessary conversations and human interactions. You start the day by scrolling on your phone, hoping it's a low-interaction kind of day. Then you notice the group chat lighting up. Great. Someone thought it would be fun to share a meme, and now everyone is replying with variations of LOL, or even worse, typing full sentences. You stare at the screen, weighing whether your silence will seem rude or if you can get away with pretending you didn't see it. You've already lost precious time analyzing this situation, and now you're just more exhausted. Leaving the house is a whole other beast. Maybe you need groceries or, worse, a haircut. Stepping into public spaces as an introvert feels like being an antelope walking into a lion's den. Every person is a potential interaction. Every stranger a potential small talk enthusiast. The cashier's chipper greeting makes you want to melt into the floor. They ask how your day is going, and you mutter something like, "Fine," while desperately avoiding eye contact. They're probably being nice, but to you, it feels like they're prying into your soul. Then there's the matter of parties. Why do parties even exist? You get invited because someone assumes you'd have fun. Spoiler alert, you won't. You show up and immediately regret it. People are scattered in clusters, talking loudly, laughing at jokes that aren't funny, and gesturing wildly like they're auditioning for a soap opera. You awkwardly stand near the snacks, pretending you're just really into chips. Someone approaches, and you're forced to have a conversation about something you'll forget 2 seconds later. Escaping to the bathroom feels like winning the lottery, but you can't stay in there forever without someone knocking. The whole ordeal feels like being trapped in a reality show where the prize is just getting to leave. Friendships are really tricky. You love your friends, obviously, but sometimes their need for constant communication makes you wonder if they're secretly extroverts in disguise. They want to hang out regularly and you want to not. It's not personal. It's just that the energy it takes to maintain a social life feels like running a marathon while wearing a weighted blanket. You try to keep up, but every "let's grab dinner" text fills you with both guilt and exhaustion. Saying no too many times makes you seem aloof, but saying yes means you'll have to sit in a noisy restaurant and engage in the kind of small talk that makes you want to hibernate until winter. Work is another battlefield. Open office layouts are the bane of your existence. Who thought it was a good idea to cram everyone into a big room with no walls? There's no escape from the constant chatter, the phone calls, and the overly enthusiastic coworker who insists on updating you about their dog's digestive issues. Meetings are the worst. You sit there, hoping no one asks for your input, because as soon as they do, your brain freezes, and you forget how to speak. You mumble something that vaguely resembles an answer, and everyone stares at you like you just confessed to stealing office supplies. Lunch breaks are equally fraught. If you sit with your coworkers, you have to navigate conversations about weekend plans or reality TV. If you sit alone, people ask if you're okay, as if eating by yourself is some tragic cry for help. You're not sad. You just want to enjoy your sandwich in peace. But explaining that would only lead to more questions, so you fake a smile and endure the small talk. Technology seems like it would be a refuge, but it's not. Every notification feels like a demand. A text message? Someone wants your attention. An email? Someone wants your attention in a slightly more formal way. And social media? A never-ending stream of people showing off their extroverted adventures. You post something once in a blue moon, and even that feels like overexposing yourself. The worst is video calls. No one looks good on camera, and trying to appear engaged while staring at your own face in the corner is pure agony. Dating is a minefield. Apps seem like a good idea until you realize they require actual conversations. Swiping is fun, but then someone messages you, and you have to respond. If you do make it to the date, the pressure is overwhelming. You're supposed to be charming and interesting while also eating food without spilling it all over yourself. The idea of spending an entire evening with a stranger feels like an extreme sport, and by the end of it, you're too drained to even care if they like you. Family gatherings are no better. Relatives ask questions you'd rather not answer. What are you doing with your life? Are you seeing anyone? Why are you so quiet? It's like they've collectively decided to grill you on every aspect of your existence. You nod, smile, and give vague answers, all while trying to sneak away to a quiet corner. The food is the only saving grace, but even that comes with a side of awkward conversations you can't escape. Even hobbies aren't safe. You love doing things on your own, reading, drawing, gaming, but people don't get it. They think you're lonely or bored. You're not. You're perfectly content. But try explaining that to someone who can't sit still for 5 minutes without checking their phone. They'll suggest you get out more or meet new people, as if those are magical cures for something that isn't even a problem. Traveling is its own kind of torture. Airports are a sensory nightmare, with crowds, loud announcements, and strangers who think it's acceptable to strike up a conversation while you're waiting for your flight. Sitting on the plane isn't much better. Someone always tries to talk to you, ignoring the universal sign of headphones as a barrier to interaction. You pretend to be engrossed in whatever's on your screen, but they persist. By the end of the flight, you're ready to parachute out, just to get some peace and quiet. As you age, things don't get easier. Weddings, reunions, and baby showers are basically mandatory, and all of them involve being around people for hours on end. The small talk, the photos, the endless, "How have you been?" questions. It's exhausting. You're counting the minutes until you can leave, but leaving early makes you seem rude. So you stick it out, smiling and nodding, while your energy levels plummet into the negatives. The world isn't built for introverts. It's loud, fast-paced, and full of people who think silence is something to be fixed. You've mastered the art of avoiding unnecessary interactions, but the effort it takes is monumental. You're not antisocial, you're just selective. But explaining that is another interaction you'd rather avoid. So you keep going, navigating the chaos one awkward moment at a time, dreaming of the peace and quiet of your own space. That's where you thrive, where the world makes sense, and where you can finally just be you. It's not that you hate the world, you just wish it came with a mute button and fewer people who think awkward silence is something that needs fixing. Honestly, the only thing you're truly avoiding is the irony of having to explain your introversion, which, if you think about it, is the social equivalent of fighting fire with gasoline.